Hey friends, it's Melissa here from Team Bugz, and as someone who is obsessed with baby gear, I could not be more excited to be reviewing and comparing the UPPAbaby Vista V3 with the all-new Bugaboo Kangaroo today. Let's get right into it. Let's kick off this comparison nice and easy by talking about what comes in the box. So with your Bugaboo Kangaroo, you're going to get your stroller frame, your seat frame, your toddler seat fabric set, your pram body fabric set. You'll get your canopy and a bumper bar in the box with your stroller, as well as infant car seat adapters, which can be used with Anuna, Maxi Cozy, Kleck, Cybex, and more car seats. Your UPPAbaby Vista will also come with a stroller frame, your toddler seat, canopy, bumper bar. It comes with a rain shield, a bug net, and a storage bag. So you're definitely getting fully loaded strollers right from the box with your Kangaroo or your Vista V3. Taking a look at some of the top line specs with these strollers, your Vista V3 weighs in at 27.6 pounds, whereas your Bugaboo Kangaroo is slightly less at 24.4 pounds. Both of them, I would say, are standard weight for a full-size single to double stroller. Now, the toddler seats that they come with can both accommodate a child up to 50 pounds. They also will both be used from around that 4 to 6 month mark. In a minute, we'll talk about your from birth options with these strollers and the seats, etc. The Kangaroo, we'll take a look at the canopy that we've got here. It has a massive canopy. So you're getting that full exposure, really big coverage with a peekaboo window as well for taking a look at babe or additional ventilation. You also have a peekaboo window on your UPPAbaby Vista V3 and an extendable canopy as well. So both full-size canopies here that are really fantastic. In terms of handlebar height, I do find that the Kangaroo does have a little bit more adjustment in the handlebar height than the Vista, but they also do reach the same max height position. So as you can see here, my Kangaroo is maybe an inch or two higher, but from a shorter parent standpoint, you definitely are able to go a little bit lower on the handlebar of the Kangaroo. So depending on your height, that may or may not be important to you. As someone who is of average height, both of these work totally fine for me. Now, the baskets on both of these are huge. The UPPAbaby Vista basket can accommodate 30 pounds, whereas the Bugaboo Kangaroo basket is around, I think, 28 pounds. They're both massive. Honestly, these baskets are fantastic. They both have great structure and extra pockets, so it is easy to stash your stuff and kind of load any adapters or anything that you might need as well in the base of your stroller. Let's talk wheels and suspension. So both of these strollers have very similarly sized, if not the exact same size, back wheels and front wheels. From a suspension standpoint, the Bugaboo Kangaroo has front wheel suspension and the UPPAbaby Vista V3 has a 2-phase suspension. Both of them are very smooth rides at the end of the day. I will say that Bugaboo is known for their superior maneuverability across all strollers. They really have nailed that one-touch push, and they definitely are not losing that in the Bugaboo Kangaroo. With a tandem stroller, you know, that's where you sometimes hear that it can be heavy, like pushing a grocery cart once you have 2 kids loaded in. Both of these strollers are premium strollers in the market because they work hard to solve that issue. But I do find that the Bugaboo Kangaroo does have incredible maneuverability. Both of these strollers also have front wheels that can be locked off. So when you are in rougher terrain like sand or slushy snow, it's great to lock those wheels off for a smoother ride. Now let's take a look at the interior seats of both of these strollers because they're both fabulous and they both have some cool features. So on the Bugaboo Kangaroo, they've added this reflective stitch detailing to their harness, which is really nice, just to be able to find the harness a little bit better in low lighting situations. You have a no rethread harness and you have this really nice leather covered bumper bar. I do find that the Kangaroo has a nice wide seat frame and you can actually adapt the position of the canopy up by a couple inches to accommodate your child as they grow. You have that no rethread harness. You also have the adjustable footwell here, which is a new feature for full-size Bugaboo strollers that I am quite fond of. With the UPPAbaby Vista V3, you also have a great seat with a great little bumper bar here that is leather detailed. And one of the really cool things that UPPAbaby has introduced with this seat is this all-season seat cover. So you can remove this or have it in your stroller. I find that it's great to use in winter and kind of colder months where you don't want to have as much wind at your child's back and you want to cocoon them a little bit more in the seat. But you can very easily pop this out in the summer months to reveal this mesh seat back, which is so nice for airflow for your little one. On the UPPAbaby Vista V3, you've also got a magnetic 3-piece buckle system for your harness, whereas on the Kangaroo, it's a 5-piece system, but it kind of pops out, which make loading your child in and out a little bit easier. So some great options here. On the Vista V3, you also have an adjustable footwell. So again, lots of adjustments for your little growing babe and to keep them comfortable. Now, both of these seats can easily be facing parent or facing the world. I have them both facing the world right now. Let's take a look at those reclines in the seats. So with your Vista, you're able to get a pretty great recline. You have multiple recline positions. With your Kangaroo, you've also got multiple recline adjustments available for your little one if they are wanting to take a little rest while you're out for your adventures. One of our favorite points of comparison between any stroller is the fold. So let's check out my optimal folds for both of these strollers. There are different folds available, so check out the full individual product review videos we have on both the UPPAbaby Vista V3 and the Bugaboo Kangaroo to see more options. But let's take a look. I like folding the Vista as a 1-piece solution. So you're just gonna pull your canopy back and then you're gonna pull these triggers on the side of your stroller frame. You're able to get a nice self-standing fold, and you can also put the footrest down for an even more compact solution. Now with the Bugaboo Kangaroo, I prefer to always fold my Bugaboos as a 2-piece. It just folds that much more compactly, I find, and it's easier to load in and out of my vehicle. So I just took my seat off. Now I'm going to jam these 2 pieces of my frame down, and we have a nice fold on the Kangaroo as well. So there's our folds. Both of these are so simple and easy to unfold. So let me just pop my Vista back up. I just open the lock off on the side of the frame there. I pop my canopy down and I pull my footrest back into a working position. And then it's gonna be basically the same for the Kangaroo. I'm actually just going to lift up on my frame, and then I can plug my seat back on. I'll put the seat on in parent-facing mode just so that you can get a quick view of what that looks like. One of the cool things on the Kangaroo that is actually different from other Bugaboo products is that their buttons have changed to black. Previously, all Bugaboo buttons were white, so it kind of meant white means it's a button to press, but they've changed it to black just to seamlessly streamline the look of the stroller. Now this is my parent-facing mode for both the Vista V3 and the Bugaboo Kangaroo. So I've added in some little friends here because now I'd love to chat about our from birth options with both of these strollers. The Kangaroo can actually be used from birth out of the box, whereas the UPPAbaby Vista has some customization options to use that stroller from birth. Let's talk about our from birth options for the UPPAbaby Vista V3 first. You have 3 options. Your first is an infant insert, which actually goes directly onto your toddler seat. You have your toddler seat in a full recline position when using that to ensure that your newborn is getting properly positioned in their seat. You can remove the wedge of that seat after your child reaches around 3 to 4 months, but still continue using that insert if you'd like to get a nice snug little fit. Your second option from birth is to use it with the UPPAbaby infant car seat. So you can purchase a car seat adapter to use with other car seats, but one of the really cool things about using the UPPAbaby Aria or Mesa V2 is that those seats can actually go on your stroller frame with no adapters needed. Your third option to use this stroller from birth is to purchase the UPPAbaby Bassinet V3, sold separately now. and that is an overnight sleep rated bassinet. Let's talk about some of the bassinet details because it also can go on your stroller frame without the need for additional adapters. So with the V3 bassinet, this bassinet is rated safe for overnight sleep when you are using it on the UPPAbaby bassinet stand. So that's really great for families who are looking for a single bassinet that can easily transition from stroller to home without needing to buy multiple bassinets. It has a really great full coverage canopy with this additional massive pop-out shade. So that's really great if you are strolling out and around with babe to prevent them from getting sun in their eyes. You have an adjustable canopy as well that can easily be pushed back here. There are dual zippers on the apron of this bassinet. These aprons are great for when it is a little bit cooler outside, just helps to protect your babe from the elements, but can also be removed when you don't want to use them. You've got a really nice foam-free mesh mattress in here. It's nice and plush, and it has a removable cover, which can be easily thrown in the wash to be cleaned. And UPPAbaby has also added ventilation panels on both ends of the bassinet. So you can just zip down these panels on the side to fully expose some ventilation options. And they've also built that zip out ventilation panel in the back of the bassinet. You always want to maximize airflow with your newborn. Your bassinet can be used until your child is around 20 pounds, but really it's until they start kind of being able to roll or push up on their hands and knees. When you do need to store this, it actually comes with a storage bag when you purchase the bassinet, so that's really great. It also actually comes with a bug net as well, so if you're hauling this to the cottage, you've got a great solution to keep your little one protected. So now let's talk about our from birth options with the Bugaboo Kangaroo. You have two from birth options. One of them is ready for you right out of the box. The second one is halfway there. So the second option being that your Bugaboo Kangaroo actually comes with your infant car seat adapters that can be used with a Kleck, Nuna, Maxi Cozy, Cybex, etc. infant car seats. We most often find people love pairing a Kleck Ling infant car seat with their Bugaboo products, so I will showcase what this looks like for you. And you also have the option to use your Bugaboo Kangaroo with the pram fabric set that is included with your stroller purchase. So what that means is in the box, you get an interchangeable seat frame. So your frame is going to be the same frame you use for your toddler seat that you use for the pram. You're just switching out that fabric set. So you have a toddler seat fabric set and a pram fabric set. You get one canopy and one bumper bar with your stroller purchase. So you would then switch your canopy and your bumper bar to whichever mode you're traveling in, pram or toddler seat. I've got the pram here in a different fashion just so that you can see what it looks like fully set up alongside the toddler seat. But let me pop off the toddler seat, pop our pram on the stroller frame so you can see that mode of traveling. Your pram can be used from birth to about that 20-pound mark, or again, when your child starts pushing up on their arms and legs. I love how this pram with that toddler canopy, this canopy coverage is amazing. You are getting full coverage with a peekaboo window with a ventilation panel in there. You also have a ventilation panel built into the front of your pram. So I've got it pulled up already. You can fold that up or down depending on the weather. Inside your pram, you've got a really nice apron. You have a great foam mattress here that again has a removable cover that can be easily machine washed. It's made with this antibacterial fabrics that are really nice to just keep a cleaner space for your little one. Now, this pram is not rated safe for overnight sleep. So what that means is, of course, as you're strolling out and about and your babe snoozes, of course, if they are supervised, they can have a nap in their stroller, no problem. It's that unsupervised element where the Vista is rated safe for overnight sleep when you're using it on that stand. So now I've brought in my pram as it looks like when it's not actually attached to that seat frame. One of my favorite things about this pram is that it folds up so compactly when not in use. So you're not having a full bassinet take over your house. It's nice, compact, and easy to store away. So I mentioned off the top that these are single to double strollers, so I have gone ahead and converted them to double strollers for your viewing pleasure. I find that at standard canopy height, the Vista toddler seat sits up quite a bit higher in double mode because it is on these upper adapters. But you know, you can raise the canopy on both of these seats. So again, you're pretty high on both, but definitely something that is interesting between the strollers. Now let's talk about the Bugaboo Kangaroo first in terms of a double mode. So when you are using the Kangaroo in double mode, you're going to purchase this sibling seat. That sibling seat is going to come with your lower adapters. For both of these strollers, if you want to use them as a double, you basically need to purchase either the sibling seat or the rumble seat because that's where your adapters are going to come into play that you need to convert your stroller into a double. So your sibling seat is again a full-size seat, though it does have different specs than the toddler seat. So while the toddler seat can accommodate a child up to 50 pounds, your sibling seat can accommodate a child up to 40 pounds. You do still have that adjustable footwell, and you have a full coverage canopy with the additional extension. The canopy is slightly smaller, but considering how enormously large the toddler seat canopy is, you're really not actually losing anything. It just becomes more of a standard size canopy relative to any other stroller. You've also got, of course, your Peekaboo panel here, and you've got your no rethread harness and your reflective stitching on the harness to make loads in and out easier. Now, when you purchase your sibling seat, you're also going to get this canopy, of course, and a bumper bar. So that is a really nice full option for turning your stroller into a double. So one of the things when you are converting your Bugaboo Kangaroo into a double stroller, you'll actually first need to adjust the positioning of this adapter in the center of your frame. So there's this piece here that will be facing one direction when you are in single mode. That gives you the proper distance or the proper placement of your toddler seat or your pram on your frame. You'll want to flip this around so that you are getting that proper balance of seats on your frame. So it's a super easy transition to make and definitely a cool feature so that you don't need to worry about an extra set of adapters when you are switching between single and double mode because the adapter is built into the stroller frame itself. Popping over to our UPPAbaby Vista V3 in double mode. So first up, you're going to need to purchase your upper adapters. That's gonna raise the height of your toddler seat to create more distance between those seats so that your toddler can have a bit more leg room or that you are getting proper spacing with your modular system. At the front of the stroller here, we've got our rumble seat. So this is a rumble seat V2+. You've also got your rumble seat V3 options. They come with your lower adapters in the box. So your lower adapters are also what you need to turn this stroller into a double. Similar to with the Kangaroo and the sibling seat, those seat differences, with the Vista V3, your toddler seat can accommodate 50 pounds and your rumble seat can accommodate a child up to 40 pounds. So a slightly lower weight limit on this seat. You do have, again, your canopy and your bumper bar that come with your rumble seat. You've got a full coverage canopy, peekaboo windows. You've got your harness here that's the same and your bumper bar. So a full solution here. On the Bugaboo Kangaroo, you can use that sibling seat in both the upper and lower positions. So fun little fact for you. With both of these stroller setups, of course, you can have the seats facing both parent, facing both the world as we're showcasing here, facing opposing directions or the same direction. So lots of different ways to customize your configuration. Pop over to the individual product reviews for each of these strollers to get a more in-depth look on those configurations. Now we know so many families who are purchasing the Kangaroo or the Vista V3 are, planning for their first child or maybe their second child, but those children are typically spaced apart. So our from birth options with these strollers are actually a little different from stroller to stroller. So with your UPPAbaby Vista V3, when you are using from birth with, let's say, an infant car seat, you can have your infant car seat in the upper position with a rumble seat on the lower position. You could also use a bassinet on the lower position and have your toddler seat in the upper position on your stroller frame. Those are two very popular methods. If you're looking to have your bassinet in the upper position on your Vista V3, You can really only do that for twins when you have a bassinet on both the top and the bottom. With your Bugaboo Kangaroo, you have some different options to use this from birth with a newborn and an older child. So first up, you actually can put the pram in the upper position on the UPPAbaby Kangaroo. So to do so, you need to purchase an upper adapter. That upper adapter is going to create more space for the pram to be in that upper position and also help to balance the weight distribution on your stroller frame. When you do that, you can have your pram on top and a sibling seat on the bottom. Alternatively, if you didn't want to go that route, you could do the same thing as with the Vista, where you have your pram on the bottom and your toddler seat or sibling seat on top. Another very popular configuration from birth with the Bugaboo Kangaroo is, of course, to have your infant car seat on top and your sibling seat on the bottom. So your Bugaboo Kangaroo is more so focused on starting out as a single stroller and then becoming a double stroller with the introduction of a sibling. Your UPPAbaby Vista is same but different because the UPPAbaby Vista is designed to also accommodate twin families. So you can accommodate twins by having either 2 car seats on the upper and lower adapters or 2 bassinets on upper and lower adapters. Again, click over to the full product review to see those modes. But with the Bugaboo products, if you are looking for a true twin solution, then kick on over to our Bugaboo Donkey product review because the Donkey is definitely made more to accommodate twins. Both toddler seats have the same weight limit. You can have your infant car seats and your pram side by side. So that is the recommended twin solution for Bugaboo. Now, it's another moment you've all been waiting for, the double fold. So both of these strollers can be folded with the seats off, no problem. The UPPAbaby Vista can be folded in double mode with the seats on. So I do find with the Bugaboo Kangaroo, you're always going to be folding this in double mode with the seats off. So let me start off by showcasing the Vista fold in double mode, and then I will pop it back open and then show you the fold with the seats off so that you can have a side-by-side comparison. So in double mode, we're just going to put our canopies up like so. We're going to use these buttons on the side of the frame to pop our stroller down, and we have our fold in double mode. As you can see, it's pretty compact. Our rumble seat does pop out a little bit. So let's go for a more compact fold. So to unlock the stroller and unfold, I'm just going to pop open this lock off on the side, get my frame back into place. Now I'll take the seats off, set them to the side here, do our double fold again, or double fold with the seats off. You can see there, that would be quite a bit easier to load in and out of your vehicle. Now for the Kangaroo, I'll take my 2 seats off. If you are looking for an even more compact fold, you know, like I find when my in-laws are also in the vehicle, and I'm taking up more seats, I need to make things even tinier. A great way to do that is just to unclip the bumper bars from either of your stroller seats. It helps to save so much space in your vehicle. Now I'm just going to fold the frame on my Kangaroo. And so here's a side-by-side Kangaroo double fold, UPPAbaby Vista double fold. Now let's do a quick putting back together, unfold of these strollers. I've got my toddler seat. You can see that both of these are quite easy to do. There we go. And we've also got our Vista. There is a lock off on the frame that you're just going to open up, pop your toddler seat back on, and our rumble seat on the front. And there, my friends, you have it. Our UPPAbaby Vista V3 and our Bugaboo Kangaroo double mode fold and unfold. So there you have it, the core differences between the Bugaboo Kangaroo and the UPPAbaby Vista V3. I love that the Kangaroo comes with that pram option so you can use from newborn, but I also love that the Vista has that fold that you can do with 2 seats on, which does make life a little bit easier at times. Now, which stroller is best for you? Don't forget, when you are building your Bugz baby registry, always put your stroller on. Maximize your perks. It's a really great opportunity Thank you so much for joining me today. We have so many individual product reviews on both of these strollers, roundups, comparisons on our YouTube channel. So definitely check it out if you are in your research phase and looking for more information. We've got it all. Thank you for joining me today. Our goal here at Bugz is to instill confidence in families navigating the early stages of parenthood. And a big way that we do that is through car seat and stroller education and helping you understand which stroller is right for me at the end of the day when you're really caught between two options. Let us know in the comments which one you're gonna lean towards, and we'll catch you on the next one.